Hi everyone, so this reading is for all Capricorns for the month of July 2017. This will be your monthly readings. I don't say tarot readings because, well, like, tarot card readers just read the cards and I read energies, so like, they're not typical readings, you know what I mean? Or it's not a tarot reading, it's more like energy reading, so the messages can vary. And because I have a Sag Sun and a Sag Mercury, that means the Eight of Wands is a Sag Mercury placement card. And if you notice in that card, it's not grounded. It's very, it's like 8 wands and they're shooting. It's really fast. So it's like I get messages very fast. So like, and Sages are pretty live in general, like when they talk, they're pretty brutal and honest. But the Sag Mercury means like my thinking process happens out loud sometimes too, right? And my Virgo rising is starting to leave because the rising is how people perceive you at first, right? Like your rising tends to come out, and Virgo's quite shy, so my Virgo rising is like, it's like sirens are going off and she's freaking out because she's like, oh God, we're about to go live here, you know, or she's not going to have any control, or she's just pretty much going to have to do the cleanup, you know, or she's like, shit, she said that, now what are we going to do, or they're not supposed to know that, you know, or I actually think my Virgo rising, like Virgos, okay, Aquarius and Sagittarius tend to be the weird ones. They say that are like the unique ones. You know, they're a little out there. They can be a little weird. Pisces too. But I mean, Sag and Aquarius own it, right? Like, so it's kind of, it's like normal to them. People, it doesn't really affect people. But with Virgo is like the weirdest of them all. But Virgo tries to be so normal that it makes things weird, you know? So I think my Virgo rising just adds to the weirdness instead of stabilizing it. But I'd be lost without it. Okay guys, I'm just waiting for the cards to come out and they don't seem to want to be coming out. I gotta wait for the energies to get interrupted. So I'll just talk until they do. I'm at my sister's place, so it's different scenery. We're going out today. I'm making dinner before she gets back. Alright, those guys. And those guys. Alright. So let's see what we got here. So for the first card we got, it's the Eight of Wands. So that's Mercury and Sag. We got the Knight of Cups. So that means there's a lot of quick messages coming at you, and it's going to be multiple avenues. It's not just one thing. It'll be a lot of quick events happening at once. And it's like, so for some of you gentlemen, okay, you got a lot of women that you can pick from. Even you women, you have a lot of men that you can pick from too. But these are like emotional offers, so it could be like your children, family members, co-workers, job offers. It's going to be a lot coming at you, like contractors calling you. If you got employees that work for you, they'll be calling you. If you're a manager or a coworker, you're going to have a lot of problems popping up, and you'll probably be the one that everybody's going to. But it's going to be a lot throughout the month. It's saying in your relationships, and relationships come in all forms, right? So they come in with parents, siblings, coworkers, family members, friends. So it's going to be a lot happening at once from all of them. The next card we have is the Six of Swords. We got the Ten of Wands. This could be quite burdensome, all of the messages coming at you. We got the Chariot, and it is going to be fast, like I was saying, really fast. We got the Six of Cups. We got the Three of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Cups. And the Two of Wands. Okay, Capricorns, you guys. You're still stuck on the past somehow. Okay, this is affecting your home life. Okay? For some of you guys, children, I'm seeing children could be giving you gifts. This is like your wife and your daughters. They could be giving each other gifts, your sisters even. Small gestures, you know, like cooking dinner for you and stuff like that. Okay, so you have this choice that you're reminiscing about the past, and it seems like you want to take a trip back. Like you're reminiscing about it too long. You have the Two of Pentacles. It's leaving you in two mindsets. Okay, the past is the past. We've been over this before. Some of you guys, it's like you want to go back home. You want to take a trip back home. Let's pull these cards here. So for some of you guys, it seems like your mother, there's some issues with your mother. Okay. This could be mother issues, like for you older gentlemen, some repressed issues you haven't dealt with from your childhood, even a separation that happened when you were young, your parents separating has left you with some sort of, it could even be abandonment issues is coming through. That's affecting your home life a great deal. Okay. Also Capricorns, for some of you Capricorns, you're already involved, okay, and you're looking out there for something when you already have somebody, okay? So if that's the case, well then you need to be respectful and leave, okay? Okay, so it seems like you guys, what it's saying at home, okay? So, like with this card here, the Two of Swords, okay? The Two of Swords, if you see the two trees in the back, okay, there's this old, like, myth in the Greek mythology days about, again, if you see one's a female and one's a male, right? So, it's this myth about, I don't exactly remember the whole myth, but, like, I'll just give you the abbreviation of it. It's a story about, like, it's basically like the tree looking for its other half, its tree, right? Like they're looking for its tree, right? Like the male tree is looking for the female tree. And it's like the myth says that everybody has a tree out there that they belong to, right? You guys, like it's saying for what you not to do is to do that. Like, okay, so you're searching for something that you, like in some cases you already have it, all right? But at home, this is like a controlling aspect I'm getting too. It's like male, female. It's like trying to gain control, right? Like, so you got to realize that everybody's their own person, right? In relationships, you're quite burdened. It seems there's a lot of messages, okay? And Capricorns, I'm going to warn you, okay? We got the Queen of Wands here. I feel like some of you Capricorns are already involved, okay? And you're like trying to go after somebody else, okay? This could be your wife, all right? And what it's saying not to do, okay, is it's like not to like leave. Like you got to work out your problems here, all right? Like in some cases, it's talking about your abandonment issues from childhood, like things are getting tough at home and what you're doing is like getting ready to run. It's like seems like you're getting ready to run. So you're basically doing what your father did. For some of you, right? Okay, in your relationships, what it's saying too, like, okay, so this comes at work and everything. With the Queen of Wands here, it's saying that, okay, you need to be more humbling. Okay, so like you can't be so focused. Yeah. Okay, so I just pulled some cards and we have the Three of Wands, we got the Devil, and we got the Moon. Okay, so there's secrets. She's looking at the secrets. She's looking at the Devil, so she sees the temptation. So, like, your partner already knows. If you think that you're hiding something, your partner already knows, and you could cause a separation. Your partner, with the Three of Pentacles here, is working really hard. And with the Ace of Cups, the Chariot, the Knight of Chalices, it's like they're working really hard to give to you more. It's definitely saying if you have a fire sign wife or spouse, okay, it doesn't have to be a fire sign. They could have it somewhere in their chart. It's definitely saying that for you guys not to separate from them, okay? If this is a fire sign, this is coming in what they're not to do, okay? So it's like with the Eight of Wands, it's not to bombard this person either, right? Because this person has the Three of Pentacles. And then the Ten of Wands, the Chariot, the Ace of Cups, the Three of Swords. So they got a lot happening. They're quite burdened right now. So like they're dealing with a lot. If this is your spouse, okay, male or female, they can see the truth. And it kind of seems like, okay, for those of you Capricorns that have separated, okay, and I'm getting you have fire in your chart. The partner you separated from, you did it, like, finance was more of a concern for you, all right? Like, your partner with the Three of Wands here, they might have been the fire signs. They might have been quite adventurous. Not all fire signs are, right? Like, I'm a Sag. I got a Leo moon. It depends on what other placements they have in their chart and what else is happening, right? Like, everything intertwines with each other. I got a lot of water. Like, my chart's 40% fire, 20, 20, 20. The 20% I have equal of earth, water, and air, right? It's just, so, like, I don't necessarily act like a fire sign, but this is coming through as a fire sign in the past that you were with, you separated due to financial reasons. You let, they might have been traveling. You might have wanted more, well, I'm not seeing that you wanted a stabler foundation. That's the thing, right? Like, but I am seeing you saying that to yourself, like, but what you wanted was, you wanted finances. You wanted, like, you wanted fame, right? Like, your partner is still reminiscing though, right? Like, I think your ex is quite hurt about what's happened. And I think that's an ex-partner. Your current partner sees what's happening, okay? With the Devil, that's like drinking, pornography addictions. There's something hidden here. Okay, and for some of you Capricorns, it is about childhood and your mother, right? So, like, if you drink a lot, your mother might have been an alcoholic, so that's like you drink. Or if your mother was emotionally withdrawing, now you're emotionally withdrawing. Okay, so what you need to do is you do need to focus on your children if you have children. That needs to be the main focus. Like, money and work can't be the focus. If you're in a relationship, well, okay, your partner could be getting jealous because you have a lot of suitors, right? So you're going to have to reassure your partner that everything's okay. But then you might, at the same time, give that some time, right? Because, like, we'll see next month what happens. Because if it continues to happen, right, then that's not a you problem, that's a them problem. If you're entertaining these offers, and I think some of you guys are kind of like flirting a little bit back with them, then you're kind of like bringing it on, right? And she has every right to be upset, or he has every right to be upset, okay? But if they're coming at you and you're not entertaining them, well then, okay, next month or a month later, if your partner is still getting jealous, well then that's not a you problem, that's a them problem, and they're insecure. So then you need to talk to them about that, right? Like, you might need to bring that up, but we'll see down the road. This could even be with you guys. You might have some insecurity issues too, right? So you got to work on that. Not all of you, but some of you. At work, what it's saying here, we got the Three of Swords, okay? So this is like communication at work. Watch your verbal communication. So this is like talking about other people. Don't be doing that. It's also talking about separation from work. Don't separate yourself from work. Like, you could be cutting a loss before it's an actual loss, right? Like, but also, again, Capricorns, this is talking about heartbreak. Some of you guys at work could cause this, okay? So don't do that, right? You might not even be aware that you have that power, and we went over this last month that you guys were going to have great power, and you have a choice here. This is what's coming in. It's going to be swift. You're going to be quite burdened. So it seems like a new emotional offer is going to be coming in at work. We have the Ace of Cups here, the Two of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. So this is a choice and option that you have, okay? Like, and it's telling you not to pass it by. It maybe like you don't see the value in it, but there is some value in it. Like, don't pass the opportunity by. You might pass an opportunity by, Capricorn. You got to take it head on. It might be burdensome. Maybe you think you can't do it, but you can do it. You do have like a new emotional start at work. So I do think it's like a new job opportunity. Could be a promotion for some of you. Even some sort of bonus or an opportunity to travel in a distance. I've seen some people with a work truck. So you could be like a fabricator, welder, fix garage doors, stuff like that. I did that for a little bit. My dad's a welder fabricator. My mom was not pleased when... That was my career for like 10 years. I used to be a tin basher. I worked in sheet metal. Because the welding industry, like on sites, I did do that for a little bit. It's not exactly ready for females. And maybe now, I was quite a bit younger then. I did it for 10 years where I'm 32. I'm not 22. Somebody brought that up. 32. It's a 3 and a 2. That industry is quite hard on women in the outdoors. It's like society's not exactly ready to adapt to that just yet. They could be now, but back in the day it wasn't. Where I had the name the Portuguese Pitbull because some of those men, when you're in that industry, can be quite they'd say things like "Where's your Daisy Dukes" and stuff like that. And I was a tomboy where like I wore really baggy clothes. I had jumpers, right? Like they were really baggy, and I'm not the type of person. If you bark, I bark. You bite, I can just bark and like rip you apart. You know what I mean? Like when I was younger, I was quite tenacious. Where now I'm calmer, right? I'm 32. I realize the power of my words and stuff like that. There was a few of those men that I did. The Three of Swords, I ripped them apart, put them in their place. Where you got to do that sometimes, though. It's telling you not to, like, in a situation like that too, okay? Because women are, if you're a woman and you're like a carpenter or something like that, you're in the man's industry, okay? That it's really hard to be in that industry, okay? But it's saying don't give up and don't separate yourself. Don't give up on something. Like if that's something you want to do, if you're a female and you're getting into an industry where it's male oriented, and you think you can't do it, or in general in any industry, and you think you can't do it, it's saying that you can do it, right? It's just dedication and hard work that needs to be involved in it, right? And if you're getting into the trades that's male oriented, well then, okay, you're gonna have to have tough skin. And as a Capricorn, I think you're well prepared for that, and I would advise learning to when not to bite back, right? So at work, you guys, we got the Tower and then the Three of Cups. So there's a celebration that's happening, right? And I feel this is like the higher up people are like all celebrating and stuff together. Okay, so but what the cards are also warning me here, okay, is like not to get arrogant or cocky about it, not to let it go to your ego or your pride. Maybe somebody got praised and you didn't, or they got noticed and you didn't. So don't start lashing out. It's saying not to do that. With the Devil here, in the Moon, right? It can get out of hand, the Two of Swords, and it's just going to cause you problems. But for those of you that are being praised and stuff like that, it's saying be humble. Don't let it go to your head. You know what I mean? You got to stay humble this month, you guys. I'm not getting much else for you. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups on top of the Ten of Wands, all right? So there's this sense of like illusion, right? Like in your relationships, you can't be I got the sense of like for some of you that, you know, like your ego and your pride is getting a little too full, right? We got to knock that down, all right? Like we got to knock it down a bit. We got to be humble, right? And the reason why I'm saying that is because like you're under illusion. We got the Queen of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. And if you could see, it's like the guy is just looking at his masterpiece. So it's kind of like, okay, it's kind of like one of those narcissists, right? Like looking at the reflection constantly, or what they've, there's nothing wrong with being prideful in who you are or your accomplishments, but there's a healthy level of it. You know what I mean? Because if your ego and pride gets out of hand, then that's going to hurt your work. This is why I'm saying it. I got to be blunt. I got to be honest with you. All right. Like, so if you start bigging up yourself and talking big about yourself, well, then, you know, your foot's going to go where your mouth is. The universe is going to put that into play, right? It's going to, like, you might think you have all the control in the world. The universe is in control. The universe is going to decide at some point, you know what I mean? Like, it will make things right, you know? Like, so the universe will knock you down a bit, you know, and show you who's top dog. And that's not us. You know, we're just mere mortals here, you know, like... there's other things happening that we could not fathom or comprehend, you know, like the mind is only prepared to understand what the eye can see, and the eye can only see a very limited amount, you know, like, and even our eyes fool us. There's optical illusions, you know what I mean? Like, so don't be fooled, right? Like, there's a sense here of like keep it humble, all right? Like, keep it humble. If you keep it humble, then you're going to be successful. If you let the if you don't, well, then it's really going to hurt you. It's saying it really is going to hurt you. If you have people coming at you too, I'm seeing, because you have been getting praised or success or whatever, okay, they might try to cause problems, okay, but that's out of jealousy. They're operating out of ego and pride. Things can go vice versa too, right? So, like, they're operating out of ego and pride. You need to remove yourself from that situation and not participate in it, okay? Avoid it. At all costs, avoid it. Do not let that feed into your ego or your pride. Don't let them get you, you know, like, because if you're verbally expressing something that came up, that you're doing exactly what they wanted you to do. You're letting it rile you up. So you, like the cards are saying, don't let anything affect you. Stay focused on yourself. You got some magic happening. The Three of Cups, you got celebrations happening, get-togethers with family, I'm seeing, and children. We have the Ace of Cups here. So like, you got a new start, a new magical start. It's not, don't focus on the past, the loss, the heartbreak in the past. That's going to make you cold, right? Like, and you guys are warming up a little bit here. Okay, and at home, if you guys have separated, okay, then the children would like to see their father a little more. So that means like maybe making video call days with the father if they're at a distance, okay? Or even if they live close by and they can't see the kids every day, well, then maybe that you can talk to your ex, like whether it's wife or husband, and try to discuss video time. So like even if you're busy or whatever, so maybe your husband or your ex-wife is able to communicate with them through video talk and help them with their homework while you're doing the dishes or cooking dinner. There needs to be more of even if you're separated, you can still make that connection. You understand what I'm saying? Like you can still bring that, like you can create whatever you want, okay? So but this barrier with your children in the separation, that needs to be closed in a little more. I'm getting one of you guys is a traveler, a lot more traveling. That could have been what ended the marriage. He was more of a free spirit, and you were more concerned about finances. It doesn't seem like stability though, at all. Your relationship, I'm not understanding what the cards are saying basically, because like the message I'm giving is like you're stable. The relationship was stable. It had a strong foundation. There was even love there. It was just like the money wasn't there. Like you wanted to leave for money. They're just like, I could, like, that's what the cards are telling me, right? Like, but you guys in relationships are gonna create magic. Like, so like you have the power But you do have the power to even throw spotlight on others, is what I'm getting. Just don't get involved at work with other people. Keep it humble is what it's saying. Take a trip if you need to take a trip. But if you're taking a trip to want to run away from your problems, well, then don't take the trip. You need to face your problems. You got to, whatever this is at home, the Six of Swords, you got to face that head on. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, you got to face it head on. You can't pretend like nothing's happening. Okay, and you can't pretend like it's one person's fault and not the other. Both parties have a part in it. Both parties have a part in it. It's not just one. All right, you guys, that's all I'm getting for you guys, and I will talk to you in months. Ciao for now.